So what we found at Stayr, right, is property owners worldwide facing a huge issue. And the issue is that they are unable to sell their property in more dynamic ways. They have underutilized assets and a problem in industry. To narrow it down, right, specifically the hotel industry, 30 to 50 of their hotel rooms empty on daily average. And this is cool, right? Right now, we see a 70% high of rooms being empty. And right recently, when we spoke to our hotel rooms, right, we have single day bookings daily average, and that's not a very number for hotels to face every day. So we keep seeing this as a trend because they're not able to dynamically sell their rooms in new ways and new strategies. They're used to the day booked, right? And a bigger perspective, the hotel industry is worth 600 billion. Out of that, $400 billion of that untapped potential, which could be resold new strategies and new methods. And this is where the Stayr market comes in and where Stayr exchange. Right? We have an ecosystem, right? Flexible bookings in, think of us like Grab and Uber, but for hostels and hotels anytime, anywhere. You take your phone, you turn on a location, you choose what you need and press book. That's about it. Get your room in very next minute. Right? So how does this benefit the user and also benefit us, right? During the COVID-19 situation, you see a lot of partners facing an issue of not being able to sell their rooms. You see in Singapore and Hong Kong, hotels are getting into where they're trying to do workations, do not have the technologies available to process the kind of new booking method, right? Because they're all linked to the old, outdated manager kind of systems. And this is where we provide this modern day technology for flexible booking, and they are able to diverge their resources into any other of flexibility, providing high control, except rejecting each booking and minimum hours, right? So who do we target in this kind of situation, especially during COVID-19 situation, right? We changed our target audience from travel to a more local market. What we've seen recently was gig workers to the room to use it for photography or business work. Businessmen need meetings, they use hotel rooms as a form of it. Backpackers was something pre-COVID factor, and we aim to see this in post-COVID too. And also we see millennials. Millennials are one of the big group audience that find the niches in the room, right? They do it for a lot of things, celebrations, events. They use space as for many different use cases, right? So some of the brands that we have in Singapore right now, some of the big name brands that you can think of, Mandarin Orchard, Queen, Sofitel, these are some of the players that we have on board, and they love the idea, they love the concept because it's easy to get on and it increases their revenue. You're able to turn over a single room maybe 2 to 3 times instead of a single day booking, and we're able to capitalize, especially during this situation, and provide bookings during this kind of time. And we also started moving to the facilities and yachts market, as you can see, because the technology that we built can be duplicated very easily into other hourly strategy markets. Right? So how do we make our cash, right? We take a percentage from each market. So we do from B2C right now. Eventually, we are moving into the B2B market where we do, mass amount of bookings for corporates, for people who travel from country to country, who need short hours of stays, like 2 hours or 4 hours, but do not need to book the entire days. This save huge costs for corporate businesses out there, right? So our competitors, let's take a little look on who are playing in the market, right? Buy Hours and Dayuse are the two biggest players in the market right now. They are focused in EU and the NA region, and they're not capitalized on the Asian market. We are the first to be in Asia, and starting with Singapore, right? How we do this is that we focus on providing that real-time thing where our competitors do slot-based bookings. They have to book a fixed time slot. Instead with Stayr, right, you're able to book it at any time and anywhere, providing a whole new flexible system to this market. So our target, for scaling in the long run, right? Thailand and Hong Kong are the two big countries that we see it. Why? Because they're one of the highest tourism rate in Southeast Asia, and also have one of the most hotels, right? This gets us to capitalize on their empty spaces and provide it back to the market through our model, which increases their revenue on a day-to-day basis, right? To share a little bit of the good numbers, we just reached 17,000 downloads and it's still growing. And this is all done within 3 to 4 months of starting our business. We have around 220% month-on-month growth from all our users, right? Our bookings are growing also at the same rate, where we have around 200% growing month-on-month with an average ticket size of 65, and we aim to increase that as we go into wider markets, right? So our month-on-month revenue also increases around 215%, and we aim to get 1 million in revenue by the end of this financial year. Yeah, I think my time is up. Maybe I'll cut the slides short.